Restaurants. They're a place where we go to get special foods that we either can't make ourselves or just don't want to bother making ourselves, so we decide to treat ourselves to. There are a lot of restaurants out there, and there are many tiers, if you will, in terms of the kinds of food and the quality of food you'll get. And the higher the tier, the higher the price. So allow us to show you 8 of the most expensive restaurants in the world. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Number 8. Strawberries and a diamond. If you were to hear that there's a large bowl of strawberries in a restaurant in New Orleans that is worth $1.4 million, you might just lose it for various reasons. Because in what world or universe could regular strawberries cost that much? That's the catch though, it's not just strawberries you're getting. The 96-year-old Arnaud's restaurant in New Orleans French Quarter knows how to spice things up, so not only are you getting a very large bowl of strawberries, you're also getting a very amazing pink diamond ring to go along with it. Colored diamonds are some of the most expensive and valuable in the world, and thus, if you were making a proposal to someone, and you wanted to make sure the ring was extra special, this would be something that would check all the boxes. Of course, while this sentiment is rather nice, there is still the fact that this is a $1.4 million item at a restaurant. So, not exactly something everyone can get. But for those who can, yeah, that'll be a moment you never forget. Especially if your beloved says yes. Number 7. Le Burger Extravagant. Look, there are some very expensive burgers out there in the world. Some are made to be large, some are made with special ingredients to up the price, and some are gourmet burgers that are meant to satisfy a certain palate. It's a complicated thing. In New York, at the restaurant known as Serendipity 3, there is a burger called Le Burger Extravagant, and it's made for a single person to eat, if you're willing to pay $295 for it, plus tax. As you might expect, the burger isn't just about size, it's about the ingredients that are put onto it to make it special and stand out. It's made with a white truffle butter-infused Japanese Wagyu beef, topped with James Montgomery cheddar cheese, black truffles, and a fried quail egg. It's served on a gold-dusted roll spread with white truffle butter and topped with a blini, creme fraiche, and caviar. In case you can't tell, that's a lot of expensive ingredients, and that doesn't even include the kicker, the toothpick. What's so special about a toothpick? Simple, it's solid gold. That's right, they give away a solid gold toothpick if you're willing to get this burger. Oh, and the toothpick also has diamonds in it. So yeah, this is really an extravagant burger, but are you willing to pay that much to get it? Or will you just go to McDonald's and get a $1 burger that you know will be filling enough? Yeah, we'd pick the latter as well. Number 6. Masa, New York. In New York, there are tons of restaurants you can go to, but if you want a truly lavish, expensive, and unique Japanese cuisine, then you'll need to go to Masa. Everything at the restaurant at minimum is $595, and that doesn't include the drink you'll be getting or the tax on the food. So you'll likely be spending over $700 to eat at this restaurant. So thus, the question becomes, well, how good is the food? That's a catch that you definitely need to know before going to Masa. You see, while you'll be having a fine sampling of Japanese food, you'll never truly know what you can get because the menu changes daily. So you're likely going to be spending about $700 to $1,000 on a meal that you can't prepare for and you hope will taste good to you. That might sound like a terrible idea, but Masa is a popular restaurant, and for some, the shifting menu means that they won't have to worry about going stale in their choices every time they go there. Number 5. Grand Velas Los Cabos. In Mexico, there's a restaurant called the Grand Velas Los Cabos, and in it, you will find a taco that costs $25,000 per taco. This is a real thing, we swear. This no doubt seems unfathomable to you, but here's what it contains to help prove its worth. Langoustine, Kobe beef, Almas beluga caviar, and black truffle brie cheese. The salsa is made with impressively expensive stuff too, like dried Morita chili peppers, La Point 925 Ultra Premium Anejo Tequila, and civet coffee. And remember, that's just for one taco, you're paying $25,000 just for that. which definitely means you either have to have a lot of money to burn or really feel like this is the world's best taco. But what's a taco without something to drink? They offer you a premium tequila, but it comes in a gold and platinum bottle. So because of this, it'll cost you $150,000 extra just to have a drink with your taco. Look, we get that Taco Bell sometimes gets a bad reputation for doing things to your body after you eat their food, but even that would be worth it rather than paying $175,000 for a single taco and a drink, right? Number 4. Westin Hotel Bagel.
So rich. Oh my god. That's so good. Tastes like luxury.
You might think that breakfast food, like bagels, would be exempt from the scourge of high restaurant prices, right? Well, no. In New York, there's a place called the Westin Hotel, and in there is the famed chef Frank Tujagwe, who is the head of the entire chef staff at the hotel, and he created a bagel that is worth $1,000. Yes, you heard that right, he made a bagel that is worth $1,000, just for the bagel and its cream cheese. If you were curious, yes, this cream cheese is exotic. How so? Well, it's because this cream cheese features white truffle cream cheese, goji berry infused Riesling jelly that has golden leaves, and Italian truffle. This is no doubt another case of people just making money-costing foods for no apparent reason. Sure, the cream cheese might be delicious, but is it really worth all of that money when you can buy likely hundreds of bagels for $1,000? Exactly. Number 3. Lindethau Pudding. The Lindethau pudding is made with high-end Belgian chocolate, gold, caviar, and a 2-carat diamond. It is served in an edible replica of a Fabergé egg. That right there is enough to make it very expensive, but there's a catch. Remember, it's served in an egg, which means that the pudding itself won't take long to eat. Just the initial serving of pudding is worth $35,000. But if you wanted the entire pudding that was crafted, that'll set you back millions. But remember, you're also getting the diamond, so that might be worth the trade depending on who you are. Or not, just depends. Number 2. Serendipity 3.
The sundae holds the Guinness World Record as the most expensive ice cream in the world.
Serendipity 3 draws tons of tourists eager to get its famous frozen hot chocolate for a measly $12.95 at the restaurant that's been featured on many movies and television shows, including Gossip Girl and Serendipity. Now, you can wait in line and drop $1,000 if you're in the mood for the golden opulent sundae. If the 3 scoops of vanilla ice cream topped with 23-karat gold leaf and caviar doesn't sound filling enough, you can make a meal out of some of the world's most expensive foods at Serendipity, starting with a quintessential grilled cheese sandwich for an appetizer for $214 and Le Burger Extravagant for $295 for your main course. So tell us, how hungry are you if you're willing to spend all that money? Number 1. Industry Kitchen and their 24K pizza.
It's way tastier than I can imagine, really. Cheese is the strongest element of this pizza.
To be clear, this pizza is not one that costs $24,000. It's called 24K pizza for another reason, as we'll explain in a second. Rather, the 24K pizza is something that is very special in New York City. In fact, it's so special that it has a Guinness World Record. But to be clear, you can't just go there and get the pizza willy-nilly. Rather, you'll need to request it from Industry Kitchen at least 48 hours in advance. Yes, it takes that long to make sure this pizza is made. That should say something right there. That head start will give the kitchen time to prep your pizza with Stilton cheese, foie gras, platinum Osetra caviar, truffle, and 24-karat gold leaves. The pizza will cost you $2,000, but if that's simply not enough fish eggs for you, you can add on 1.5 ounces of Alma's caviar for an extra $700. So yeah, this is for those who really want a special pizza no matter what the cost to them. Which, if you're someone who enjoys caviar, truffles, and gold leaves on your pizza, yeah, sure, go for it. As for us, we'll stick with our local pizzas that cost around 1% of that. They haven't failed us yet. So what do you think? What do you think of these restaurants that go and charge a lot for foods that you can get for pennies on the dollar and still very much enjoy? Which of these restaurants would you admittedly be okay with going to if you felt that the food would be a life-changing experience? Which ones are you comfortable with saying, I'm good with not going there? Let us know in the comments below, be sure to subscribe, and we'll see you next time on the channel.